Biz heard he got 3. That other rapper got it for shouted. He not me. Who set the city on fire?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Cameron Dicker has the ball teed up as we get underway. And off we go from SoFi. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 36 yards. And an Eagles first down.
A first down throw for Hurts.
Jalen Hurts on the scramble. First and goal, Philadelphia.
Now this looks like a design run. And he will do it himself. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here comes Jackson on the return. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
At their own 32-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Got a man. It's A.J. Brown brings it in. And he will score. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles move out on top, 14-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now, this is going to be returned from deep in the end zone. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. The drive will start on the ground. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
A modest game, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Going up top. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a 1st down. Hurts. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
And it's a decent return. Gets some of that yardage back before he's forced out of bounds. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter.
With the score, Eagles.
Second and 11. Shotgun now for Herbert. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And this is taken in by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Here's Barkley. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal. One more time, they try Barkley. And he'll go down, back at the 4-yard line. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he cannot get free, only a yard to the 3, forcing 4th down.
What a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? Or how fast do I come up and pursue a scrambling quarterback? They did a nice job rallying to the ball late. They're able to bring him down to force 4th down. You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll manage only a couple. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. 3rd and 6. Here's Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Herbert to throw. Now he'll air one out. That is caught. And he will go all the way. Touchdown Chargers. They get get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
This one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
3rd and 9. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now. He'll punt for the 2nd time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. On 1st down, Herbert. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And they're
nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll turn and hand this one off. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Herbert. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
That's going to be caught, and he's going to have the Chargers 1st down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Throwing, Herbert. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. To throw is Herbert. And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Hurts. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That's caught. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
And after that explosive play, they have a chance to extend their lead even more, and they have had their way. The defense has had no answers for anything they've done in the passing game, and they don't find...
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. But I don't think he knows yet that this one is coming back. On 2nd down, Hurts. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Elliott now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Halftime, coming close. And not much time left as this one is kicked away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. That is brought in. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
And the Chargers, first down.
Throwing now is Herbert. He's going to look downfield once again. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain. You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll run. It's Barkley. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Junior Colson there to make the stop. 3rd and a yard. Gray brought in motion. And they'll throw here with Hurts. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 71 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will extend this third quarter lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And they'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Kelee Ringo.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely